This is Professor Sneha Sonone from the Department of Agronomy, Kekhewa College of Agriculture, Nasik. So today we are going to discuss about the cultivation practices of sunflower. Its botanical name is Helianthus annuus. It is from the family Compositaceae, or which is also known by the name Asteraceae, and it is originated from Mexico. In case of area and distribution, so it can be cultivated in countries like Russia, USA, Argentina, Spain, Turkey and South America, whereas major states of India include Maharashtra, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Then for its economic importance or uses, so it was an ornamental crop before 1969 in India. Then it becomes the popular oilseed crop, and its oil content is in between 35 to 42%. It is a short duration photoinsensitive crop and has wide adaptability with drought tolerance. The oil of sunflower is light yellow in color and it possesses good odor which can be used for cooking purpose, and it is one of the major ingredient in preparation of margarines. Sunflower oil is a rich source of linoleic acid and PUFA, that is polyunsaturated fatty acids. It contains linoleic acid up to 67% and about 90% of unsaturated and unsaturated, as well as 21% of monounsaturated fatty acids. Among all the vegetable oils, it is most suitable for the heart patients and coronary system, as it helps in washing out the cholesterol deposition on coronary arteries of the heart, and thus it is good for the heart patient. Oil is also used in manufacturing of the soaps and cosmetics industry, also utilized for manufacturing of the baby foods. In case of soil and climatic condition, it can be grown on wide range of soils. Soil should be well drained and fertile one. Any soil with the good drainage is good for the cultivation of the crop. It can be grown on the soils from sandy loam to clay loam soils. Sorry for the spelling mistake. There is wheat cultivation, but it should be a safflower cultivation. Waterlogged soil should be avoided as they are not ideal for the cultivation of safflower. As well as pH range of the soil should be in between 6.5 to 7.5. Then, as it is a winter season crop, it requires cool and dry climate. Optimum temperature range for germination should be in between 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. It requires cooler temperature during the growing period, that is in between 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, and warmer maturing period, that is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. As it is a photoinsensitive crop, and that is why it can be grown in all seasons. In case of varieties, so improved varieties include varieties like Phule Bhaskar, SS56, Modern, EC68414 and Bhanu. Hybrid varieties include varieties like KBSH1, LSFH171, LSFH35, LSFH08, KBSH44, Phule Raviraj and MSFH17. Then for land preparation, it requires well pulverized and weed free land with adequate moisture. For that, you have to follow one deep plowing, which is to be followed by 2 to 3 harrowings, which will be necessary to prepare pulverized and compact seed bed. For seeds and sowing, hybrid varieties require near about 8 to 10 kg of seed rate per hectare, and for hybrid varieties it will require 5 to 6 kg of seeds per hectare. For spacing, if the soil is medium to deep soil, then spacing should be 45 centimeters by 30 centimeters, and for heavy soils, spacing should be 60 centimeters by 30 centimeters. Sowing time is second fortnight of October to first fortnight of November, and sowing depth should be in between 4 to 5 centimeters. For sowing method, you can go for broadcasting, drilling or dibbling. Seed treatment. So before sowing, seeds are treated with Thyram at the rate 3 grams per kg of seed to prevent the seed-borne diseases, as well as seeds are treated with the biofertilizers like Azotobacter and PSB at the rate 25 grams per kg of seeds. For manures and fertilizer, 10 to 15 tons of FIM per or compost should be applied at the time of final land preparation or 1 month before sowing. Recommended fertilizer dose for rainfed condition is 50, 25, 25 kg NPK per hectare and should be applied and it should be applied at the time of sowing only. Then for irrigated condition, fertilizer dose recommended is 60-30 kg NPK per hectare. Out of that, half dose of nitrogen and full dose of phosphorus should be applied at the time of sowing, and remaining should be applied at the time of head formation stage. Then for irrigation and water management, so the critical growth stages when water requirement is high includes the stages like 5-leaf stage, or which is also known as the knee height stage, then buttoning stage, that is starting of formation of flower head, then flowering stage and grain filling stage. For weed management, one hand weeding after 15 days of sowing is necessary, with the two hoeings, first 20 days after sowing and second 35 to 40 days after sowing is necessary. Then in case of herbicide application, spraying of Alachlor or pendimethalin at the rate 1.5 kg air per hectare as a pre-emergence will be sufficient to control the weeds. For plant protection, it has major pest includes cutworm, Bihar hairy caterpillar, aphids and jacids and semi-looper. So as to control such pest, it is necessary to take the spraying of imidacloprid at the rate 2 ml in 10 liters of water. After sowing, spraying should be done at an interval of 15 days. 3 times you have to follow the spraying. Then collect and destroy the hairy caterpillar and by putting them in kerosene and water mixture. Then for harvesting and yield, so signs of maturity include yellowing of leaves, dropping of leaves, color of capitulum changing from greenish to black or brown color of seeds turn black or whitish, whereas in case of seeds they will become hard and tough. Then for harvesting, so harvesting should be done at proper stage or when the lower part of grains turn slightly greenish to blackish color or yellowish color, so as to avoid the shattering, losses or lodging of the plant. Harvesting can be done by means of sharp sickle or by cutting the flower head first and then remaining plant part. Harvesting can also be done by the combine harvester. Then after harvesting, keep the harvested material under dry for drying 3 to 4 days. Threshing can be done by using beating with the sticks or with the help of mechanical thresher. And in case of yield, so if it is a irrigated condition, then we will get near about 15 to 20 quintals per hectare of yield. For rainfed condition, it is 8 to 10 quintals per hectare, and for hybrid varieties, it is in between 12 to 15 quintals per hectare. So this is all about the cultivation practices of sunflower. Thank you.